Yo, what's up, guys? So I know it's been a minute since I've made a video. It's been like low key, man, I don't even know. I'm making this like May 19th right now. I don't think I've posted since like start of February. So yeah, it's been a minute, and I want to explain to you guys why I've been gone for a little while. So basically, what's been going on is a mix between school, track and field, and trying to like actually like, live a little bit. And yeah, it's really exhausting. I haven't had like a single minute of spare time in months. Like I'm not even kidding. Most school days, I just don't have any time like at all to like breathe or like lay down or anything because it's just been kind of like go 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 go. Like sleeping, eating, just sports, and then trying to work out whenever I could fit in the time, and then also maintaining good grades. It's just been a lot, man. It's been a lot. But yeah, I mean, now that summer is gonna start like literally next week, I thought now would be like the perfect time to be like getting back into YouTube. And today I want to talk to you guys about some like goals and stuff. So me personally, I want to set some good goals for myself this summer because I've been really falling behind on this year, 11th grade. I've been just really behind on a lot of my goals. Like with lifting, I really haven't made that much progress. With like I don't really want to talk about like my romantic life and stuff, but it's not exactly where I'd want it to be right now. Even like stuff like my faith in God, I mean it's there, but I could definitely be better, you know? And like it's just stuff like that. Like I really want to get on top of my stuff this summer and make sure that I'm like progressing to the next level as much as I can. And especially with like lifting weights, bro, like with like my physique, dude, it's just been bad, man. Like I've like first semester I got sick so many times, it was like miserable. And then this second semester, I mean the first like month or so, I actually made a lot of really good progress and then kind of stagnated because of track. And honestly, there isn't really much I could do about it because it's like I have to like run a lot of like distance because I'm like an 800 runner. It's exhausting, dude. It's exhausting. But now that summer's here and I have like a good like 2.5, 3 months to just focus on myself and make progress, I want to like at least like share you guys this one goal. Right now, I weigh it roughly like in the high 140s and my weight like 146. If I weighed myself right now, it would actually be like a little bit lower because I'm dehydrated and I haven't ate that much. I'd be like 144, I don't know, 144, 145, 146. If I weighed myself right now, I'd be like 148, 149. End of the summer though, I'm just trying to see 170 on the scale at some point, night, day, whatever. I just want to see 170 on the scale at least once. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna gain like 20 pounds. It just means I'm gonna see 170 at some point. And it doesn't mean I'm gonna finish the summer at 170. I want to like actually like look decent and not like fat. But yeah. Anyways, so I'm trying to do that and all my other stuff. Like I don't really want to like get into like all my other goals, but just know like I have goals in like my spiritual life and like you know and with learning and with martial arts and stuff too. Oh, and also I'm trying to get a little bit like faster on my feet in terms of like sprinting because not gonna lie, distance running kind of sucks. I'd honestly rather be a sprinter. No, no hate against distance runners though. All right, so what's it called? With goals though, what I've realized is you really have to be ambitious and you have to be consistently ambitious. It doesn't mean just like getting that random 3 a.m. motivation and like going crazy for like 3 days and then just like flatlining after that. It means like every day you're waking up and asking yourself, what can I do today to make more progress tomorrow? What can I do today to make my life better tomorrow? What can I do today that's going to push me through as much pain, as much like hard work as possible? That's what ambition is. And I'm not going to lie, like it's hard to stay ambitious when, life is so hectic and stuff. But that's the thing. In order to make good progress, in order to meet your goals, you need to be ambitious. And that's a huge part of life. I mean, life is all about whoever's the most ambitious, hardworking, and also gets a little bit lucky from time to time, that's the person who ends up being successful and that's the person who ends up making the best progress in life. And yeah, ambition is very important, and it's also just something that you got to be if you want to like meet your goals and meet ambitious goals, you have to be an ambitious person. And in order to do this, I mean, some people are naturally just not ambitious. For that, you kind of have to motivate yourself a little bit and like just kind of find anything that'll like piss you off a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit like I would be careful with that, so you don't like end up completely breaking yourself. But yeah, definitely like motivate yourself as much as you can. Definitely, just like look at other people's progress, honestly. Like don't like obsess over other people and like how they might be better than you, but definitely just like look at people who are ahead of you and just look at somebody you want to like kind of like emulate a little bit and do not copy. You don't want to copy them, but you want to like be more like them, right? And I mean honestly, like worst case scenario, just take like Jesus or something, bro. You want to like be like Jesus. That's just look at somebody like that. You can't be like him, like exactly like him, but you can try. And at the end of the day, if you strive for perfection, you might not. If you shoot for the stars, you might not get there, but you'll end up reaching the moon along the way. So, what's it called? Now, one of the things I want to say about like setting goals and stuff is especially when you have like a really lofty goal, like something for me, like gaining weight, bro. It's hard for me, dude. My metabolism's ridiculous, and I might go into this in a later video, but not today. It's too much of a yap sesh for me, bro. My metabolism's insane. Like my friends know how much I eat and know that unless I'm literally eating every hour of the day, I don't gain weight. And that's why it's important when you're setting like ambitious goals for yourself to stay focused. Because otherwise, if you lose focus for even a half a second, bro, like you're not gonna like get to where you want to be. And I want to give you guys a little analogy from this track season actually. Um, yeah, so I'm an 800 runner, right? And I also run 1600 from time to time and like 400 too. But one I made it to districts for the 800, and I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't have been able to make it out of the district. I wouldn't have been able to make it into the regional meet, and definitely not the states. I'm not that good right now, but I made it into the district meet. And what's it called? I really like in order to make it to districts, I had to really like try, and I really that entire day I was like locked in. Like whenever someone talked to me, I was just like give like one word responses and then just like focus on how I would have to put myself through real pain. But in the end, I would need to like it would be worth it because I'd be able to like make it into the district meet. But at districts, I was a little bit less focused because I remember like a lot of people were making jokes and stuff, and I didn't really want to be like in that like joking like carefree mindset because I have a race coming up. But I did a little bit, and when it came time for the race, I went out like fast my first lap. I went about like 102 first lap, which I mean, if you guys know like how to run like an 800 meters, 102 for somebody like me who runs like a 214, it's a like 213. It's a bit fast. And when it came time for well, I went 102.5. When it came time for my second lap, I didn't feel that bad, but I remember the pain started getting to me around like a quarter of the way through my second lap. And at that point, I could have kept going and like kept staying focused and realized this is gonna hurt, but I gotta like push through it. I kind of just turned off my mind and just ran the next 150 meters like nothing. Like I just wasn't paying attention, and I dropped off my pace a lot more than I really should have. And by the time I got to like the 150, I heard like my dad telling me, speed up, you're too slow." And at that point, I kind of realized that I was just completely slacking off the last 150. So I turned it on and I ended up like not doing that bad. I ran like a PR at that point, but it wasn't as good as I wanted to do. And that's the thing, like whenever like you're trying hard at something, like you're gonna get good results, but only staying focused is what's gonna get you to be like where you really want to be, like making like really good progress. And at that race, I know I could have run like 2, maybe even 3 seconds faster. I don't know about sub 210, but I definitely could have gone like 211, even 210 something. At the end of the day, it's not something that like breaks me inside, but like yeah, I definitely would have wanted to stay focused in that race. And yeah, I mean, staying focused, especially in a situation like that, it's hard. Like nobody wants to put themselves through that kind of pain. But at the end of the day, if you have a goal and you want to meet it, you have to stay focused. And you also have to stay humble. I mean, humility is very important, and that's the reason why I don't want to like share all of my goals with you guys because like I don't want to say like, oh, I'm gonna be this by the end of the summer. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be this fast. I'm gonna be this big. I'm gonna be this strong. I'm gonna be this smart. Blah blah. Blah. I don't want to say all that, right? Because like that's gonna like you know it's gonna make me seem like a little bit like, oh, I'm gonna be all the way here. I'm gonna be crazy, guys. Like, because no, because when I if I end up not meeting those expectations, like I'm screwed. And if I do meet those expectations, well, I'm just gonna like end up like thinking of myself as better than everybody else. Okay, I don't know if that made sense, but I don't want to like just talk about like how I'm gonna be like that guy because like obviously I want to be the best version of myself possible, but I also want to make sure that I'm constantly staying hungry. That's what I wanted to say. You got to constantly stay hungry. You never want to be satisfied with yourself. And I know that sounds dark, but honestly, that's one of the best things that you can possibly have happen to you. And honestly, in that state of mind of never being satisfied is where I've made some of the best progress and felt some of the most happiness in my life. Just thinking to myself, you know what? There's people that are better than me. There's people that are doing way better than me right now. I gotta work harder. I can work harder. I can be like them. I'm not where I want to be right now. I'm doing good, but I'm not where I want to be. And in the end, you just think to yourself, each day I can get better. Tomorrow's gonna be even better than today. The next day after that, next week after that, next month after that's gonna be better than today. And when you start thinking like that, you're going to realize that, you know, today might have been a good day, but you think to yourself, man, tomorrow's going to be even better. And that makes today even better. And just thinking like that, like thinking like staying humble and like not thinking that you've reached the mountaintop. Because at the end of the day, the saying goes like, even teachers have to learn things or something like that. Let me look it up really quick. Uh, there's a saying like that. Okay, I'm not finding this quote. I guess teachers never stop learning. I don't know. There's a really good quote that I've heard before. I can't find it because Google's being stupid. But yeah, I mean, just constantly staying hungry. And that's also a video topic I want to make in the future. Like I yeah, I'm what's it called? I really like Rocky, like the movie, and one of the songs in that movie is "Eye of the Tiger." Like, and well, and like the five, like I don't even know how many movies there are in the series, but it's like I know it goes up to Rocky 5, and then there's like an unofficial Rocky 6, and then there's Creed movies. But and there's also like another. I don't even know. I don't know how the timeline goes. But Rocky, I think 3 or 4 had "Eye of the Tiger" in it, and that song is just talking about staying hungry and never being like satisfied with like glory or like yourself. You got to stay passionate. That's really what I'm trying to like hone in on here. That you gotta stay focused up and you gotta like just never like let up, never let up. And you'll see that it's a little exhausting, but at the end of the day, you're gonna always progress and you're gonna always be getting ahead. And last thing I want to leave you guys with is, as much as like setting goals, like in life is important. Never forget that like there's more to life than just like the way you look or whatever. And it's also important, like just at least like for me personally, I'm a Christian, so I want to stay focused on like my spiritual life and stuff. And it's a little bit like it's hard to set like life goals for like spirituality, but like it's important to just note there's more to life than just like lifting weights or like materialistic things. Because one day all those things are gonna pass, and all you have left is like what's inside of you, what's in your soul. So that's kind of all I wanted to say for today. Just make sure you're setting ambitious goals for yourself. Make sure that the goals that you set are going to be hard but somewhat reasonable. And if you don't meet those goals, you're still going to get pretty far as long as you're doing things kind of right. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you guys.